Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Market Review. And in this episode, we're going to be expanding on last week's episode, in which I told you guys where to buy the dip and where would be the optimum places to take some profits. So in this episode, we're just going to be expanding on that and seeing what is likely for the market to do next. And also, if this is your first time watching these episodes and you have no idea what I may be talking about in these videos, I'm going to have a link in the description below that explains how to basically trade the market. That will help you keep up with these videos that I make, so you would know how to buy the dip, how to take some profit and all that stuff. Alright, so we're going to be starting with Bitcoin, of course. Last week I said I anticipated Bitcoin moving towards the $30,000 level. I still believe that to be true, especially if the bearish momentum continues, since right now we seem to be in a bearish market. Bitcoin slowed down at the $35,000 level. It came down to as low as $33,000, slowed down around the $35,000 level, and right now seems to be heading back towards the $41,000 level. Now, if you guys remembered last week, I told you guys the optimum place to buy Bitcoin would be at $30,000 and the best place to take some profit would be at $41,000. Now that still holds true, but right now the $35,000 seems to be holding support. So if you bought Bitcoin last week, you should be looking to take some profit at $41,000 because $41,000 is a very good resistance. So upon the market getting there, there's a great chance that's going to slow down and reverse. Now there is a chance that the market could go to $41,000, come back to $35,000 and then start moving back up, right? Or the market could just go to $41,000, slow down and then come back, crash below $35,000 and head straight to $30,000. So should you cancel your $30,000 buy limit orders? Absolutely not. There is no need to cancel that order because $30,000 is a very strong support level. So the major support level is still at $30,000. So keep your buy limit order at $30,000. But what you should do is put another buy limit at $35,000 so that if at any moment the market comes back down to $35,000 and then bounces up from there, you'll be able to get into the market at a pretty good price instead of waiting for it to get all the way to $30,000. But still, $41,000 is still the optimum place to take some profit, regardless of if you buy the market at $35,000 or you buy the market at present price, just because of the resistance that is at that level. Alright, so let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is one that definitely hit the level that we spoke about last week. I spoke about Ethereum hitting the 2350 level, so that's the $2,350 level. As you can see, it hit it, came a little bit lower towards the $2,165 level and came back to sit above $2,350. So $2,350 was a pretty good level because it had once acted as support and resistance. Okay, so right now, being that Bitcoin seems to be heading towards the $41,000 level, I also see Ethereum heading towards the $2,800 level. And if you guys remembered last week, I told you guys that would be a great spot to take some profit if you bought the dip at $23.50. So nothing changes for Ethereum. We're still on track to heading towards $2,800. So after the market hits $2,800, we're going to watch out to see what the market does. Being that Bitcoin seems to control most of the market, basically whatever the Bitcoin does when it gets to $41,000, Ethereum is most likely going to do when it gets to $2,800. So I personally anticipate Bitcoin slowing down and going back down in price towards at least towards $35,000 when it hits $41,000. And it's the same thing I anticipate for Ethereum when it hits $2,800 as well. So if the market gets to $2,800 and doesn't break through, there's a chance that it could be heading back down to $23.50. So at least that could still be another place to buy the dip some more and then repeat the same process all over again. So as for Cardano, nothing really changes. You know, if you got in last week, you'll definitely be in the market right now. Although the market for Cardano has not really moved that much. It's currently sitting at $1.06. So like I said, nothing really changes. Keep your take profit at $1.48 because like I said last week, that is a pretty good resistance. So chances are when the market gets there, it's most likely going to slow down, probably come back down in price towards the $1 level. So you can always repeat this process, buying at $1, taking profit as $1.48, wait for the market to come back to $1, buy again as $1, and repeat the process, since for a while now it has been hitting the $1.48 level, coming back down, coming towards that level again, and coming back down. So it could repeat the same process again, go back towards that level and come back down. But the coming weeks will tell what we do next for Cardano. Alright, so let's take a look at Polkadot. This is also another one we covered last week as well. I told you guys to buy the dip at $17. I think it was even nearing $17 as at last week when I told you guys to buy it. And as you can see, it hit $17, came as low as $15.91, and currently sitting at $18. Nothing really changes for Polkadot. Still set a take profit at $23, because chances are when the market gets there, it's going to slow down as well. So all these cryptocurrencies I'm covering right now seem to be moving according to plan. That is, coming towards support, slowing down, and getting ready to move back up. But like I always say, Bitcoin controls the rest of the market. So if Bitcoin should start crashing today, chances are these ones will just turn right around and start crashing towards support again. And also, if you didn't buy, for some reason you didn't buy the dip last week for Polkadot at $17, you can still buy the dip right now. The market currently sits at $18, and $18 to its nearest take profit of $24. That's about 30%, right? So you still have time to buy the dip before the market starts moving towards the level of $24. But if you bought it last week, obviously you'll be in a much more better place than somebody who bought it today. But like I said, you're still going to be buying it at a great price, because the best place to take some profit for Polkadot right now is at $24. Now let's take a look at ENS. This is one that one of you guys told me to look at, and I must say ENS doesn't really have much on its charts, being that it only just launched on Binance on November of 2021. So nothing much has really happened in the chart for me to be able to make serious analysis on. But I can clearly see that for a while, about $40 was pretty much a very good support. So the market started off at $43, went as high as $120, then came back to be retesting about that $40 level multiple times. It did it for multiple times before it broke it on January of 2022. So basically on the 4th of January this year. So right now, the price is currently sitting at $18. So even though there's no place for me to draw support, I can pretty much see that the market is at a lower price. So if you're thinking of buying ENS, you believe in ENS and you're thinking of buying it, I would say, being that it's much lower than its median price of $40, which has been holding for a very long time, anything below $40 is a great buy. So right now, ENS sitting at $18 is a pretty much good buy. So if you would like to buy it right now at its perfect price of $18. Now, with that being said, where should you take some profit? Because you definitely would need to take some profit. That would be at the $40 level. Okay, let me correct this to be $40. So that would be at the $40. $40 is going to be a great spot for you to take some profit for ENS. So if you bought right now at the present price of $18, right, you'll be making about 107% at $40 when you actually take some profit. So right now is a perfect price to buy some ENS. Now, I personally don't really know much about ENS. I mean, I know it, but I don't really know much about it to buy it. So I don't really know much about the fundamentals, but if you really believe in it and you think they're doing really great things and you think it's going to go up in price later in future, right now is a perfect price to buy it. And I suggest that you take some profit at $40 because $40 seems to be a very strong resistance. And remember, like I said, if you do not understand anything I'm saying or I'm explaining in this video, how to buy the dip, how to take some profit or whatever, I'm going to have some videos in the description below where you can just go ahead, watch them, and then you can understand all these things that I'm saying. Now let's take a look at Luna. I don't think I covered this last week, I can't remember, but Luna is currently sitting at the price of $52. Now, if you would like to buy some Luna, right now at the price of $52 is pretty much a great price to buy it at, but $45 also seems to be a very strong support as well. So with that being said, you can buy some Luna right now at $52 and also still buy some at $45. So if you're thinking of buying this dip for Luna, or if you do not even want to buy at present price and you are actually patient enough to wait, then set a buy limit at $45 because $45 is a very great support. Now, something I want to mention about taking some profit: if the market falls towards $45, the first place you should take some profit should be at $54 because that would be resistance. So you should take some profit first at $54, and then if the market breaks through that, you should take the next profit at $67. So if you bought the dip right now from $45, you'll be looking about a 20% gain if you go to $55 or $54, and then if it continues from there, we'll be looking at about 50% return on your buying of the dip. Now, that's for buying the dip at $45. If you should buy the dip right now at present price, the place you should take some profit, you should look to take some profit, should be at $67. So if you buy it right now at present price, that would still be, I think, about a 30% return on your money. All right, so let's take a look at Matic. This one I covered last week as well. I think when I covered it, it was sitting at $1.50 or something like that. I told you guys the best place to buy it would be at $1.30. And as you can see, the market got there and then instantly recovered. I believe I also set a price target for you guys as well, which I think was $1.65. And as you can see, the market has clearly hit that level. So if you bought the dip last week at $1.30, you should have taken some profit right now at $1.65 because the market has gotten there already. Now, the market seems to be breaking that level, currently sitting at $1.30 right now. Now, if you had bought the dip at $1.30 last week and you took part of your profit at $1.65, the next stop for you to take some profit would be at the $2 level. So you can set another take profit again at the $2 level. So moving all the way from $1.65 towards the $2 level is going to give you another 31% return on your investment. So barring Bitcoin making any sudden move to the downside, we could see Matic heading towards the $2 level. Now, if for some reason you didn't get into Matic last week and you're interested in getting into it this week, now you should still set another buy limit at $1.30 because that is still an optimum place to be setting some buy limit at. So if Bitcoin definitely turns back around in price, we will definitely see Matic revisiting $1.30. So that would be an optimum place for you to buy the dip. Now let's take a look at Avalanche. Avalanche is another one I covered last week as well. I told you guys the dip, the perfect place to buy the dip would be at $55. As you can see, the market got to $55. It did that at this candle right here. Got to $55. Right now sitting at $68. Now it has not gotten to our take profit yet. So I told you guys last week the best place to take some profit would be at $75. So we are still heading towards $75. So basically there's nothing to do. Just wait for the market to get to $75, take some profits, and then next week we'll see what the market does after that and we'll plan accordingly. Now let's take a look at Chainlink. Chainlink, another one I covered last week as well. I told you guys buy the dip at $14 and nothing really still changes for Chainlink right now. So if you had bought the dip then, of course, you'll be in some profit right now at $16. But however, it has not gotten to our take profit step yet. So our take profit is still at $18. There's nothing to do. Just wait for what the market does when it gets to $18. Chances are it's going to get to $18, slow down, and probably turn around back to $14, especially if Bitcoin gets to $41,000 and turns around, right? So nothing much really changes for the most of this week. We're just seeing that most of the plays that we made last week are currently in motion, meaning the dip prices that we set have all been triggered for the most part, and right now we're just waiting for them to get to their profit targets. So that's it for this video. If you guys have any questions or any suggestions for what I should review next week, leave them in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe and click on notification bell icon. I make videos every week and you'll be the first to be notified when that happens. And if you'd like to support this channel, ways to that are going to be in the description below. I thank you guys for that, and I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.